Welcome to Ball Talk Deep, where we talk deep about ball. You got your host Andrade and Irwin back at it again, and let's just jump right into it. The first question we're gonna cover today is has to my bad guys revolves around the rookie Zion Williamson, and as everybody knows, he hasn't played a game yet this year, but it's wishy-washy kind of whether he's going to or not. It seems like he might now because we have confirmation that he's playing on the practice squads now, and he's actually playing games. And that just left us with this question that we were discussing before. Irwin, do you think if Zion were to play for the rest of the season, within the next few weeks, so that gives him a couple months, can Zion Williamson still win Rookie of the Year if he plays this season?
No, he has no chance. I'm gonna put it this way. You might disagree. He has no chance whatsoever to win Rookie of the Year, and here are my points why. Okay, so Zion Williamson, the whole point of this for the goal of the New Orleans Pelicans is to build up their assets as best as possible to become a contending franchise in the future.
That's true, long term.
And the last thing that right now is going to go on the minds of the front office, and I believe Zion as well, would be Rookie of the Year. They want to win a championship.
Yeah.
And you're not going to be able to win a championship if your future cornerstone of the franchise, which that's why they're viewing Zion on, is if he's not healthy. And the injury that he had was very serious.
That's true.
And
Well, it was kind of serious, but they took extra precaution because, like you said, he's going to be a cornerstone for the organization.
exactly. And because of that reason, even let's say he comes back tomorrow, initially they're gonna have him on a minutes restrictions.
Oh, for sure.
They're not gonna play him on back to back, and it's just. And in addition, the second reason why is there's already other rookies in place like J.A. Morant with the Memphis Grizzlies. There's the duo that's playing in South Beach, Tyler Hero and Kendrick Nunn, that are stepping up to the plate. And there's other rookies as well that have
Yeah, been making some noise.
That are making some noise. So unfortunately for Zion, at this point it's a little bit too late.
That ship has sailed, bro.
That ship has sailed. Now, if you're telling me he's gonna come back in November, and I say he's gonna go through a month of minutes restriction and whatnot, and he'll really start playing in December, then yes, he'll have a chance. But by the time he'll be playing a full load.
Are you talking about like for next season, 2020, 2021?
No. I'm saying hypothetically. Let's say.
If he came back
earlier.
2019-20 season. Okay.
But even then, no, because the New Orleans, unlike the Miami Heat with their duo, the New Orleans Pelicans are nowhere near contention for that number 8 seed.
Mm-hmm.
And probably the Memphis Grizzlies are gonna do the same exact thing towards the end of the season, towards April. They might just shut him down, just to preserve him. Let Zion get his feet wet, in the season. Get a feel how the NBA environment is, and then just shut him down. Don't want him to get injured. No, but to pretty much make the point very clear.
Wait, so if you were to choose, would you shut down Zion for the rest of the year and just start him as a rookie for next year, like redshirt him basically, or would you, if you already can, would you already start, get him to play this season? Why not?
It depends. I mean, there's other scenarios that have worked in the past, like Ben Simmons. Yeah. They had an injury, they held him out throughout the whole year.
That's why I'm asking. This is a GM question. What would you do?
It depends. It's got to see what the doctors say. They already cleared him to do 5-on-5. Me personally, I would, put him out there, see
just to get some games under.
Just get some games on. See how he adjusts. He can get a little bit of seasoning.
Got
to
you.
See what you got.
I like that.
And more importantly, see how he's gonna gel with the other young studs in the roster. See how he's gonna do with Brandon
That's
Ingram.
true. Get that chemistry start flowing.
Start that chemistry going on. Cause you could build chemistry in practice and whatnot, but that's not the same thing, as doing it from the games. I'll be slightly leaning towards going towards the Blake Griffin, Ben Simmons route of holding them out for the year and just starting off fresh next year. But I want to see what Zion's about. Unleash Zion.
The power, yeah.
What about you, Andrade?
Nah, I completely agree. I don't think there's no chance he could win Rookie of the Year if he were to play from February moving forward, or even if he started at the last week of January. Like, he would have to put up some insane, crazy, like fantastical numbers to even have a shot. But the thing is, Ja Morant is making so much noise, performing pretty well, being pretty efficient, especially for a rookie, that like I think he's gonna run with it. And even before Ja was making all this noise, we had Tyler and Nunn who were in the running, like in the conversation.
Yeah, definitely.
And you get me, like, even if Zion were to come back, and chances are he's not gonna put some crazy numbers up like that. Like I would even see Kendrick or Tyler having a better shot, or even some of these other rookies that have caught some highlights on the reel and like the Jump and other Sports Center. But yeah, no, I think his best shot to, if he wanted to the award, just to get it under his belt, get the accolade, would be to redshirt him for next year. But even then, the problem is that also Zion is not a guard, like that. So his numbers in terms of like points per game and assists and stuff like that, I don't think they'll be as high, especially in the beginning as a rookie, as most other players. Because one, the game's changed, it's more small ball, and guards have the ball more often than not. And like you said, he's got Lonzo on the team, he's got other teams. Like, even if he's fully healthy, I don't see him in the first year, maybe even two, putting up crazy high numbers until he gets like adjusted more. And so for this season, there's no time left, bro. Like, I'm sorry. And next season, even then, I think the next draft class has a better chance. Not to mention that the next draft class has LaMelo Ball.
Nah,
And
man.
hey, man, he's making some crap. Like, I've watched a couple videos on him now, and LaMelo seems to be pretty legit.
No, he's legit. I'm saying
and
that, but
I think I would assume he would have a shot at Rookie of the Year next year, LaMelo.
I think Zion. I think Zion, if he redshirts, don't mean to cut you off. Is Zion?
No, yeah.
Redshirts and goes to next year. You saw the numbers he put up at Duke. I mean, he's not.
Yeah, but that's college.
I get you. He's not a guard per se.
Yeah.
He's more of a wing. And
yeah.
wings can do a little bit of everything.
But that strength and intensity that he played with in college, like in college he was a man among boys. Now he's gonna be just another man among men. Like, big fish, small pond, small fish, big pond. So now he's gonna be put in a big pond with other sharks, and he's not like gonna be the only shark there. So I think it's gonna be pretty hard, because remember, he's not very big. Like, he's big, his body template, but he's only like 6'6", I believe, 6'7" max.
He's like a baby LeBron.
And yeah, and then that's the thing, he doesn't play like a small forward. And LeBron plays like a small forward / point guard. He plays like a power forward center.
But here's what I want to go with. Okay, let's say he redshirts. He's gonna have another off season. He's gonna be healthy.
Oh, like Ben Simmons, and that was what people were saying. He learned the game. He was observing. He has extra experience in other ways that some of the other rookies don't have.
And he'll be able to work on his game even more.
That's true. And he has a whole summer working with the team, as opposed to this draft class. They're still getting a lot of other shit together that they didn't get that summer. That's a good point. So I guess we'll find out if they redshirt him or not. I've seen the Jump cover this like several times, and I remember Rachel Nichols is on the side of like, yo, if he can play, why not? Just to get some games under, get his juices flowing and get his hands around the game. And I think Paul Pierce or someone else was like, maybe give him a rest and just like conserve him until next season. But either way, I'm sorry, Zion. Right now, Ball Talk Deep, both people don't think you have a shot at Rookie of the Year. But that's not what matters. Like everyone brought up, what matters is if you can get New Orleans a ring, this isn't even a relevant conversation anymore.
And if not, South Beach is always open to you.
Is it? Actually, yeah.
Yes.
I don't know.
In a couple years after Jimmy
we'll see where he
retires.
goes. I don't know.
Depending
right
on,
now, I'm a little iffy.
What type of player he is.
Yeah.